gets her rocks off watching Desperate Housewives.
Hello America, welcome to the American Patriot Now program. I want to thank you for tuning in. As you know, we're doing a series on illegal immigration, and last week I actually posted two of the three-part series, so this will be the last one for now. I want to thank you for your responses, the positive emails that I got and the negative emails that I got. I enjoy them both. It just surprises, I wouldn't say surprise is a bad word. It's hard to believe that you can have a disagreement with somebody and name calling has to start already. I mean, it just seems to me that people on the left, at least the far left, if you disagree with their program or their philosophy, they immediately have to put a label on you. I can't tell you how many racist comments I got last week because I was talking about Mexicans. That makes me a racist. I even wrote one guy back and said, well, you know, I'm going to do a program on the Ku Klux Klan. So when I do a program on the KKK and I talk about how wrong it is to burn crosses and how wrong it is to hate people for their skin color, I guess I'll be a racist against white people now because I'm talking about white people. So come on guys, we disagree, okay? That doesn't make me a bad person or you a bad person. We disagree. Now you might be a bad person. You're a Democrat, so you got that going for you. There's a strike. So you disagree, that's fine. But, you know, come on with the labels already. They're doing it to the Tea Party, and I can see how it spreads like this because you guys lose the argument and you got nothing to do but call names. All right, so I live in California, soon to be a part of the USSR, and we're going bankrupt, as everybody knows. Governor Schwarzenegger, who's a Republican in name only, he's a Democrat, has got us bankrupt. And our state legislature, just absolute pieces of trash. We're about 42 billion with a B dollars in the hole. Okay? Now, just a real quick, and this has nothing to do with the health care bill, but just a real quick little information I found here I thought pretty interesting. In 1999, there was 100 hospitals for profit open in California. 2007 there was 81. In 1999, non-profit hospitals there was 222. In 2007 there's 203. And state and government run hospitals there was 73, and in 2007 there was 71. So we lost 40 hospitals. And this data is over 3 years old. So I'm sure there's more than that. Now, imagine what's going to happen now when you hear about all these doctors and not taking Medicare patients because Medicare won't pay the bills. They're not going to do it. So it's going to get worse. Now, in California, the last time I went to the hospital, I sat in the emergency room for about an hour and 45 minutes, and there was 14 people in there, me, another white guy, and 12 Mexicans. All there for free care. So it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. Between health care and jail, that means what we pay for health care for illegal aliens in California and what they cost us, the illegal aliens in jail, it costs California $10.5 billion. Well, that's 25% of what we're in debt for. It costs each family approximately $2,700 per family to pay for illegal immigration in California. There's approximately 20 million, not 12 million, illegal aliens in the United States. Los Angeles County is $128 million in the hole. They're going bankrupt. There's 1.1 million illegal aliens in Los Angeles. In Arizona, it cost them in 2005 $1.4 billion in lower wages due to illegal immigration. Now, this was an article from the New York Times back in 2005, and I'm just going to hit the highlights of it right now. In Los Angeles County in 2005, there was approximately 1.1 illegal immigrants, 350 million the county pays to provide health care to indigent workers who are mostly illegal aliens. The county's healthcare system is the largest safety net for uninsured people in the United States. And more than 800,000 people receive treatment every year in LA County for free. Of that 800,000, 200,000 of them were illegal aliens. Los Angeles County Sheriff Lee Baca had to close facilities and release supposedly non-violent people out of jail because the budget, they couldn't afford it. $170 million budget gap in LA County, and most of that is from the illegal alien population. Found that the fiscal impact of illegal immigrants with less than a high school education drains the economy, drains the economy $13,000 per illegal alien in their lifetime that they spend in California. Now, as you know, when these guys work, they send money back to Mexico. Well, in 2005, they sent about $16.6 billion back to Mexico, which is $16.6 billion that didn't get spent in the United States. Now, Lou Dobbs, the reporter from CNN, says this: the Mexicans cross our borders illegally. Some of them find work. Many of them send their earnings back to Mexico. Those earnings have added up to about $16.6 billion in the past year. This money is expected to become Mexico's primary source of income, surpassing the amount of money that Mexico makes on oil exports for the first time ever. They make more money sending over our money to Mexico than they make in their oil industry. Meanwhile, the U.S. trade deficit with Mexico is $45 billion. Now, Wells Fargo is ramping up their banking industry to get as many illegal aliens to open bank accounts as they can. Wells Fargo is opening up about 700 new accounts every single day for illegal aliens. Wells Fargo is working closely with the Mexican government, but now almost 200 U.S. banks accept the Mexican ID card as ID when they're supposed to have a birth certificate or a driver's license. Basically, Wells Fargo is breaking the law. On one hand, you have the Border Patrol, whose job it is to intercept illegal aliens as they enter the country. On the other hand, you have the Treasury Department, that's our Treasury Department, by the way, which is encouraging exactly the opposite, for those illegal aliens to evade the Border Patrol, to open bank accounts once they're here. It is clear that the U.S. government, in fact, is making it easier to break U.S. immigration laws. Despite the protest of the IRS and anti-terrorism agencies, the Department of Treasury last year allowed banks to accept money and to use a tax ID to open accounts for illegal aliens. If you followed last week's program, you can see obviously how much money this is costing us every year. And this is just California and parts of Nevada. The vast amount of money it costs the United States is unbelievable. So we have got to seal these borders. Got to do it, guys. So until next week, God bless you. This is the American Patriot Now.